I'm going to set up the Instagram now.
My hat is all done. I'm ready.
Okay, I need to turn that, don't I? There we go.
This morning my hair was like so messy.
We're live now. Perfect. So hi everybody. We're going to do our class in a few minutes. So we'll start in about 3 or 4 minutes. So if you're doing this later, just might want to forward till we start. You can do this in pairs.
3 people.
Hi. Who forgot? We've got Sue. Hi people. So this is great to do with the kids. It's going to be a fun workout. You can do it in a pair. You can get 2 of your kids to do it together. So if they're similar sizes, it's better. You tell me who's coming. Oh, it's long. We have to turn our heads because we turned the screen around. Hi Paul. So I've got a few people coming on Facebook now as well.
Awesome.
Got Jane, look, Paul. So you can do it in a pair. If you're a similar size, it makes it slightly easier, but don't worry if you're not. And you can do it on your own. So if you haven't got anyone with you that wants to do it, or your kids are teenagers and they don't want to do anything as uncool as Pilates, then that's... You don't need any equipment, but one thing if you can grab something that's either like a soft ball or show them what you've got, Beth. Show them what you've got. A soft toy. We're just going to use it on one of our exercises to pass. So we're using this. A squishy pig. Feel free to find your own squishy pig. Okay.
He's watching.
Daddy's watching. Should make him join in. So let's make sure that we see most of the mat okay. Not so good on this one. Change. Yeah, it's a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. That's all right, look. Okay. So we're going to start. What's it smell of?
Watermelon.
Yes, so like I said, no equipment needed. If you're doing it with someone that's a lot smaller than you, so because me and Beth are doing it together, so if you're doing it with a child, you might want a block just for one of the exercises where we sit back to back. But don't worry if you haven't got one, or you can sit on a book or a step or something. Lucy's watching.
Wait, on this shot?
Yeah.
Ah.
You're gonna wave. Okay. We've got another minute, and then we'll get going.
A lot of people on Instagram.
Yeah. They're all ready. They're all ready for their workout. Okay. Great day to do some exercise, especially the weather's a bit cold out there. I've already been out for a walk. It's freezing. And you ate all your eggs. Who ate 1 million eggs yesterday? So we're going to burn some of the eggs off. Do some exercise. Or we're going to eat more today.
More? Because I've still got quite a few. I've still got 2.
Okay, we're going to start in standing. Shall we get going? It's 9:30. This will be about 30 minutes. Maybe a smidge longer. See how we get on. Okay? Especially with kids, can we stand here? Okay, so stand side to side, standing up nice and tall. Let's just think about making ourselves as tall as we can. So imagine I've got a piece of string and I'm pulling it up, lengthening. You're not allowed to go on tiptoes yet. And just roll your shoulders and just breathe. Breathing's really important in general for living, but also in Pilates. Let's breathe. Let's lift our shoulders like this. Let's just drop them. Shake them out. Breathe. Make sound when you breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ooh, very loud. Okay. Now let's start to add our foot sway. So sway the weight forwards. Lift up. Circle round. And again, one more. Up and round. Now we're going to do a squat movement. Okay. We sometimes call this a monkey squat in Pilates. So take your feet a little bit wider. Like a monkey. Okay. And we're going to bend as if we're sitting down, and we're going to let the arms swing, and then we're going to lift them up. So up. So we're just going to get warm. We're just going to mobilise, warm up our joints. Inhale, reach up. Now, when you come up, try and lift onto your toes and look up. Oh, how's your balance? Again, bend and lift, reach up. And hopefully you're doing this in bare feet or just socks. If you need to, you pop your trainers on. But a few cracks through the ankles here. Now try this, lift up and stretch your right leg back and try and balance. Ooh. And again, bend and lift, stretch back so you form a star shape.
Oh, it's like Andrew Wicks.
Reach for the stars. And again, down and lift. Squeeze your bottom muscle, this bottom muscle here. And again. Now this time, hold it back. Now take your arms out like this and go into a balance. So let's see if you can form a table position. So go as far as you can, lift your leg as high as you can. Hold it there.
The other leg.
And then bring that down, swap to the other leg. Keep your arms out. Go down, see what that balancing leg's like. Look at the floor, lift that back leg. And she's down. And bring it back. And release. Good, so we're a little bit warmer now. Okay, and we're going to think about getting to the floor, but we don't just roll, we don't just sit down, we're going to roll down. So you're going to go back to back with your partner. I was going to go there, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
And don't go too close, so we're not touching because otherwise we'll push each other over. We're going to just step a little bit further away from each other, and if any of you guys did my Christmas class, okay, you'll remember this one. No, I was going to go there actually.
Yes, we said that. Like, what are you
Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's start to roll down. So try not to nudge your partner. So be close enough. So you have to work quite hard to round yourself towards the floor. And you're going to reach down towards your toes. Off you go, Beth. Where are you?
Yeah.
Am I pushing you over? Bring the weight in the front of the feet. Say hello, touch hands. And then let go and roll back up. So try not to push your partner over with your bottom. If you didn't touch each other, you can go back even more. Imagine your partner is the wall and you're rolling away from it. You can't push into it. Let's do that again. So let's roll down. Create a nice round back. Imagine you want it to be like a C shape. See if you can get to the floor. See if you can straighten your legs out a little bit more. Say hello. Now, walk forwards along the floor into a downward dog. So bum in the air, you know when a dog stretches? Pedal through your feet. So push your right heel down and push your left heel down. And again, push and push. Now keep walking forwards and find a plank position. So nice straight body. Now if you struggle in this position, you can put your knees down because I want you to try a press up. So let's see you press up, Beth. So on your toes or on your knees, go down, go up, push up again into your downward dog and walk back. Walk, walk, walk. Hello. And roll back up. Try not to nudge each other over. Good. Bring your arms around. We're going to do that one more time. Breathe in. Go down. Roll over. Round, round, round. Control. Walk forwards. Straight into your plank position. So straight line. Squeeze your bottom. Now one press up. See if you can do one either on your knees or on your toes. Push. Back up. And then come down onto your knees. And go back into what we call a child's pose or a shell stretch. So you're going to reach your arms out and sink back. Take some deep breaths. That's it. Now really stretch back so you get a nice stretch through the whole of your back and into your arms. Put your bum down, Beth. There.
We did this in gymnastics. Because it then stretch your back.
I know.
I have to
Stretch it that way. And then come into all fours. So I'm going to show you from the side. We're going to do a cat stretch. So bring your knees apart a little bit. And then Breathe. And then go like this. Tuck under and round out your back. So tuck your chin. And this should be like the letter C. And we call this a cat stretch. And then go back the other way. And we call that the cow. Or the camel. Or what do you call it?
The happy cat.
Happy cat. Now go again. Round your back. Or push it. Push it. Nice big stretch. And then down.
The startled cat.
Lift your bum. And again, one more. Let's stretch out your back. Round. And then back. Tighter than you. So stiffer through their legs. Stiffen their upper backs. Their legs would go inside your legs. And vice versa. Or, if you can. Okay. Now, I think we just lost connection briefly. Hopefully now you're back. Now, hold your partner's hand. You're going to help them have a little stretch. So sit up tall. Now, I'm going to pull Beth forwards a little bit. So she's going to have a stretch to her back and a stretch to your legs. Go steady. Don't pull them for dear life. It's not row, row your boat. Okay? And then slowly forward. So I tuck my chin. I drop and she pulls me forwards. And I get a little stretch through my inner thigh, through my back. And then we go again. I pull her. If you're not getting a stretch, you feel it in your legs.
Yes, yeah. Like that.
Bring your legs in a bit. So if it's too much of a stretch for her, she can put her legs inside my legs. So I get more stretch. And she gets less. Let's go again. She pulls me. She leans back. And again, let's do it one more time each way. So she comes forwards, I ease her. Don't overdo it, remember the inner thighs can be really tight, we don't want to tear anything. And again, let's go the other way, one more. So let your partner just pull you. Now you could be doing this stretch without a partner, just reaching forwards. And bring it back up, yeah. Now bring your feet in. We're going to do a roll down exercise. So this is also a stretch. Now, feet flat against each other, unless you, if you struggle in this position, you can always bring your feet flat and maybe put your partner's feet on top of yours, but this should be all right. So she's going to roll back. Now, if you're really flexible, you can keep your legs straight. If you struggle, bend your knees, reach forwards and grab your partner's toes. But don't grip them too hard. Let your partner know if they're making your feet uncomfortable. Just take it steady. Now she's going to roll back. So this is a roll back. This is for the tummy up muscles as well as the legs. So she's going to roll back as slowly as she can. And stretch your arms overhead. You might not be able to see the arms. And then she's going to roll back up using her tummy muscles. So she's going to roll up. Ooh, and reach. Now if you can't roll up, feel free to just not go all the way down. So then she takes my feet and we alternate. So I'm going to slowly roll down. And when somebody's holding your feet, it makes the exercise a little bit easier. And then I roll up. And I reach forwards to grab her feet.
Got baby blue, I've got baby pink.
And we go. Roll down. So keep alternating between you and your partner. And again, come up. Squeeze down with your tummy muscles. Make them pull you up. Oh, did you feel that? Hold my feet and roll down while your partner holds yours. Use the tummy. And again, keep going. Get a drink if you want one, Beth.
Thank you.
So you keep going. Beth already needs a drink. Whose go is it? Is it your go?
Yeah.
Let's do that one more time. Roll down. That's it. Down we go. Stretching the arms as you get down and then roll up. That's it. Reach, reach, reach. You grab my feet. Bend your knees if you need to. Keep them straight if you can. And use the tummy. Squeeze up. Good. Now from here, I want you to lay down and have a stretch. So lay down, stretch your arms overhead. Nice big reach. And your feet are fine. If your feet are still just touching, that's perfect. Now bring your arms down by your side. You're going to bend your knees up. And just bring your bottom a little bit closer to your feet. Now have a test. When you straighten out your leg, you do your right leg, you should be able to tap your partner's knee. So if you can't, come forward. You come towards me a little bit, Beth. That's it. Yeah, so tap. So you try. Just about. So you should be able to just about tap. We're going to do a bridge exercise. So I'll show you. You're not going to lift your feet yet. Lay down, breathe in. You're going to lift your hips, tuck your bottom and squeeze up through your hips. Hold it at the top and then roll back down. So that's your bridge, and if that's enough, you stick with this. Let's go again. Now let me show you the add-on. Beth, you can do this as well. So lift your right leg off the floor, straighten it out and lower it until you can tap your partner's knee. Bring it back up to the ceiling and put the right foot down. Left leg, straighten it up, don't drop your hips, lower to tap your partner's knee. Back up, gently tap their knee, don't slam your foot down.
I didn't.
And then no, and roll back. No, you didn't. You were very delicate. Ready? Let's have a go. If you haven't started, let's go. Let's tuck and lift. Squeeze your bottom, make it lift you. Now lift your right leg. Lower, slow, slow. Tap. Back up, kick it to the ceiling. Put it back down. Left leg. Straighten it up. Lower. Tap, kick it back up. Let's do one more on each leg, Beth. Right leg up, lower, woo, kick. One more, left leg, lower, kick. And then lower your hips and hug your knees in. So lay on your back and hug your knees in. And give them a little roll around. So just a little rock and roll.
Not like you.
Have you ever done rolling like a ball, Beth?
What?
The exercise. So we're going to try rolling like a ball. This is a goodie. Hug your knees in like this. If your back doesn't like this exercise, feel free to sit it out. So you squeeze your tummy and your knees in. And you roll like this. You roll. And you come back up. And you try and balance with your feet off the floor.
Oh. Your feet are very hard.
You ready? Roll and come up, but don't let your feet touch the floor. The key is to keep your knees squeezed in. So this is quite a tummy exercise in a way. So keep your back round, roll to the shoulder blades and up. Don't roll onto your neck. Roll and up. And again. Roll and up. Stop. Roll and up. Stop. One more. And up. And release. Well done. Now, we want to come back to the tummy. So stay on your back, Beth, come over. And let's bring our feet, do you remember this one?
Yes.
Up. So the feet, tabletop position we call this. So we're trying to form a table with our shins here. So that we know that's about right because we're both at 90. Then lay back down. And we're going to do like a cycling movement through the legs. So she pushes one of my legs and the knee comes in and then we swap. So we push and push. Now I want you to really pull your tummy in as you do this and just get some feedback from your partner. Now let your knee come in, not out, Beth.
Sorry.
So into your chest. And if it's too much, just ease off, nice and controlled. Is that all right, Beth?
Yeah.
Good. Let's do this. 4, 3, even amount of pressure, 2, 1. Now let's keep our knees here like this and our feet together. Let's practice the upper body, Beth. So put your hands behind your head, lift up, push into my feet, I push into yours. Now from here, do you remember this one where we rotate? We're not moving the feet yet, Beth. We're just practicing the upper body. So we turn and then we turn. So now we're going to work our tummy a little. And turn. Keep your feet nice and still. Now let's add the legs. So let's start in the middle, Beth. Let's breathe in. Now we're going to, you're going to bring your right knee in and rotate towards it. And so swap.
On the opposite
So
side.
you opposite elbow towards the knee. Twist. And twist. And twist. And the legs are just going forwards. And
like
back.
you did in the last position.
Forwards and back. That's it. 4 more. Twist, twist. 2 more. twist, twist, and release. Stretch out your arms. Breathe in. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees roll out. Stretch up, but lay down.
I can't do that.
In and out. Deep breaths. Good. Relax, bring the knees in. Now let's do a little bit of work. Now we said we were going to grab something you've got that we can pass to each other, because we're going to do a sideways movement. So let me show you the movement first and then we'll do it. So you've got two options. Can I take your squidgy toy?
Squeeze them all.
Squeeze them all. We're going to lift. So this is a side plank movement, okay? Now if you're struggling at all with this, you can just lift your waist. You can lift your hips, or you can do it with your legs and your legs straight and your knees off the floor. What we're going to do is we're going to reach through, then we'll bring it back, and then we'll lower, and we'll pass the toy through, okay? Should we do it?
Yes.
So you're going to go back to back. So we show them from this angle. So I go here and you go there so they can see. Don't be too close, because you want to have to really thread through whatever you're passing. It could be a small ball. It could be just nothing breakable. Okay, so let's do the kneeling version first, Beth. So kneel. You're on your forearm. So I'm going to lift up like this. I reach, she reaches too. Now I reach through, she reaches, she grabs it. She comes up, we reach up. Then she passes it back to me. And I grab it. And I reach up. And keep going. Keep your waist lifted off the floor. What are you doing with your lower body?
I'm sliding.
Keep your legs like this. Why are you sliding?
I'm sliding
Lift your
over
hips.
this.
And reach. And lift. One more. We've got to do the other side. Yeah, reach. Grab it.
Oh.
Lift. And she's going to pass it back. And
my
reach.
arm.
And then we're going to go onto the other way. So let's move that mat a little bit.
Oh, so yeah.
So bring your head to this end. That's it. And then back to back, like this. And then if you want to, you can do the harder version with your legs out straight. I don't think Beth's up to that one. Elbow under shoulder. Let's have a go. Let's lift up. So lift up, Beth, 1 mile away. And then thread. She's going to grab it. Ooh. And then back up. And then thread. Try not to drop your knees forward. Keep your knees stacked, because we're trying to just twist the upper body and not the lower body. Keep passing it. Reach and lift and reach. Here we go. And lift. Last one. Pass it back and release.
I'm done.
Okay. Well done.
It's cold.
Okay. So our next exercise, we're going to be lying on our front. So let's bring the mats back into position. So you lie on your front on that one, facing this way.
Tired. Wait, that needs to go on top.
Okay, and lay down. So lay down. You don't need to be right next to each other. You don't want to headbutt each other. So go back a little bit.
I want to go on this mat. So much.
Okay, so forearms down. Let's start to lift up. So think about a cobra, like a snake, lifting its upper back. Slide your shoulders down and lift up just onto your forearms.
Try
Breathe
to
in
move body as well.
and breathe
My
out.
legs.
So all the way down. Let your shoulders relax. So we come up. So you might find you can only get to here. You know, if your back's quite stiff. Unlike Beth and me, who are quite flexible in our back, so we're going to go a little further. So on the next one, we're going to tighten up through the tummy, squeeze through the bottom. We're going to push, and your shoulders, slide them down.
Oh,
God. And then lower. We call this a swan dive in Pilates, but you might know it as a cobra stretch. What do you call it in gym, Beth? We lift up.
Seal.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi.
Breathe in. Try not to look up. I want you to just look forwards at your partner.
Oi, oi.
Pull a face at them. And then low. All the way back down. One more. So this is nice to bend your back the other way, the way it doesn't normally go. And then lower. All the way back down. Okay. Now the next one is going to come up into a more of a plank position. Do you remember this one, Beth? You've got two options.
Oh, no.
We're going to check how strong you are now. So let's try a forearm plank first. So you come up onto your forearms, get fairly close to your partner now, because eventually we'll want to try and tap hands, don't we? So we're on our forearms, we tuck our toes, and we lift. Now you can go onto a kneeling plank, which is this. So I'll show you from the side. Kneeling is an option because you're still working your tummy. The harder option, if you're feeling strong, if you flick your hair in my face, is to straighten out your legs. Okay?
So,
and then we tap back down with the hips. So let's try that. We'll push into the floor, we'll lift off, or just lift the tummy and keep the knees down. And lower. Okay. Now, here's a challenge for you. Come up. Now, put your right hand on the floor. Push up. Both hands on the floor. I'm going to come a bit closer. Now, we're going to tap, aren't we? Tap. Tap. Try not to move your body like that. She's showing you what not to do.
Yeah.
Tap.
Brilliant.
Tap.
This is
Tummy tap.
to do.
Tap. Tap. 4 more. 4.
You meant to do this.
3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Bring your knees down and go back into shell stretch or child's pose and just breathe.
Or snail.
Breathe in and out.
This is what we
Knees
do at yoga.
nice and wide.
This is what we do at yoga.
That's it. So we get a bit of a stretch through the inner thigh. Breathe in and out. Good. So that's tough. That forearm plank is tough and the full plank is really tough.
Can you reach the floor doing it? I can.
And curl. Now our last exercise, I think, if we've done them all,
Wait, this one.
is the back-to-back one.
This one, we didn't do this one.
Which one? The back-to-back one we're
No,
about to do
What
now.
about the cross legs one? And the...
You want to do that one? Okay, so this is Beth's exercise, so she likes this one. So this is nice rotational exercise. So you get fairly close to your partner, and we sit up nice and tall, touching knees.
So you straight up, you get your right hand and put it in front of you on the other person's opposite shoulder.
And then
you put the other one behind your back.
left hand behind your back.
And then they will grab the one behind on your back, and then you will grab the one on their back, and just
Breathe in.
feel that stretch.
And then
in
just
your shoulder.
gently turn. Let them pull you a little. How's that? You look round to the left when you're doing this version. So you twist and try and turn your upper body. And then release. And then go the other way. So right hand behind your back. Reach across and grab their right hand. And then turn. Look round to the right. Get that nice twist and stretch through your shoulder. But again, go steady, because if you've got stiffness in your back and in your shoulders, yeah, if you've got a sore shoulder or anything, you don't want to push it into pain. You just want to stretch it a little. And release. Good. And then let's do our back-to-back exercise to finish. So you sit there, facing that way. Facing that way. And I'll go here. Okay, so you sit here. So we're back to back, so we're fairly high. Now you can put your legs wherever you prefer. So we're going to interlink. And I'm going to give her back a little stretch, and then she's going to give my back a little stretch. So again, we're going steady. So do you want to come back? And I round forward.
Oh no, your shoulder blade is against mine. There's
no pleasing this girl. There's no pleasing her. And then go back the other way. So I get a nice little bit of extension.
Your hand's on my neck. Get up.
And then she gets extension. If you can, rest your head back, but don't force it into pain. And then, and you can sit cross-legged or out straight, whatever you prefer. I can't bear tickling you. I'll try and keep my hair forwards this time. Okay.
My hair's small.
I can't stop. I won't let my hair touch.
Are you?
And forwards. And then come up to sitting. Back up there. Arms out. Okay. Hold on. And go over. Stretch. And over the other way. As you stretch. Just gently. I need to keep my elbows bent because hers is shorter.
And I'm trying to
It's unusual to find someone that's shorter than me. It's only children really. And again.
That's it. I'm holding your
You
wrist.
hold my wrist. And one more
So you
over
can
to the other side. Big opening stretch. And then release. Roll your shoulders.
Shake it out.
Shake it out. And just relax. Well done everybody.
And
You managed to join in. But that's half an hour. I think that's about enough for most children. Hi Laura. You've seen who else has joined us. So you can. I will save this. You'll be able to get this on the Facebook page, but I'll put it on my YouTube page. Okay. And also, if you like Pilates and you want to do more, I've got a private Facebook group that's £20 a month. You get 3 classes a week, lots of other exercises. Hi Beth from Hattie. Hi Hattie. Hi Hattie, all right? It's my cousin's little girl. Happy Easter everybody. So just contact me if you want more information about Pilates or more exercises. And if you want to see more of Beth dancing in an inappropriate way, you can find her on TikTok.
Yes.
Okay everybody.
Becco.
Thank you very much. And we'll do another one of these in a couple of weeks. Take care. So let's turn this one off.